Here we have a new 2026 Chevy Trax. Now this one comes in the 1LS trim level. Sterling gray metallic is the paint, and then we have jet black with gray cloth interior. The powertrain consists of a 1.2 liter turbocharged 3-cylinder engine that's mated with a 6-speed automatic transmission. As we come around to the front end here, we do get standard LED headlamps. And I like the look of the front fascia here. It's just a really clean, sophisticated look for this to be a base model Chevy Trax. Now as we come around to these wheels here, these are optional on this LS convenience package. These are gonna be 17-inch aluminum. And that package, I highly recommend. It's like $9.95, but I think for the extra $1,000, you get so much. And then to the door panel here, power door lock controls. We get express down on all 4 doors, rear window lock, power mirror controls, bottle holder there, headlamps, hood release. You do get a manual tilt, telescoping steering wheel. And then here's our manual 6-way driver's seat. Now I do want to give a huge thanks to Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro for allowing me to review this vehicle today. I'll leave a link below in the description. If you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click that second link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on this or whatever new vehicle you might be interested in. Now I have the seat up front adjusted for someone of my size, being 6'3" with longer legs, so let's go ahead and check out the back seat space here. So decent space, I think, for this size vehicle. Even though it is a small SUV, it is very, very small in terms of the footprint. So for the amount of space it takes up, the fuel economy, to have this kind of space, pretty good. Heads not touching the roof line at all. Now with this one being an LS, you don't have any charge ports or anything like that back here, but if you're just using this for regular transportation and you just want a little bit more storage, it's not really gonna be a big deal. And there's a look at the middle, the rest of the back seat. Now if you wanna use your child locks, lock, unlock there. And there's your fuel filler. Now, one of the coolest things I think about the Trax is it's one of the few vehicles that still offers that flex fuel capability. So you can put E85 or gas in here. And as we come around to the back end, there's a look at the back. Exhaust. Sorry if you keep hearing me sniff. I'm just trying to keep the fluid from leaking out my nose. It's just so cold out here. Now there's your spare tire. We get a side pocket here. Top tethers are integrated on the back of the seats themselves. It is a pretty simple rear end there. I mean, this is basic transportation with a hatch, but it's a little bit more than that as well. So your lower latch anchors are behind this cover here, back in there for the car seats. Then if you need to fold the seats down, push in there, run longer objects through to the front, and then make sure the seat belt's out the way. Then it's pretty easy to pop back into place. Now front passenger seat's gonna be 4-way manual. Glove compartment there. And then as we come back around to the front, quick look in the engine bay. There's that 1.2 liter turbocharged 3-cylinder. I'm gonna show off the blinkers before we hop in. And I'll show the headlights as well. So again, LED up front. Let me get out of this cold. All right, so nice vinyl wrap steering wheel here. Even though it's not leather wrap, I still like the perforation on the sides. There's the horn. Quick run through the radio. You get a knob here for volume. You can click there to mute. Home button here. Now for your audio sources, you do get AM, FM, XM, Bluetooth. And then you also have your wireless CarPlay, Android Auto compatibility as well. Settings right here. You can change your language there. And then you do have a rear seat reminder if you want to use that, and teen driver. But I mean, a pretty basic infotainment system, but it has everything you need. Backup cameras here. Guidelines follow you as you turn the steering wheel. You can turn those on or off if you want to. Down here, single zone manual climate controls. With this convenience package, you also get the 3-stage heated seats up front, which I highly recommend. Hazards there. And then you have a USB-C, USB-A duo that connects directly to the radio, 12 volt. Then you have the lane keeping system you can toggle there, and then your auto stop you can turn on or off right there. Now for the shifter, hit the brake, pull the lever, reverse, neutral drive. Your low gears there, and then you can use that limiter to go through your gears, and you'll see what gear you're in that bottom right hand corner of the digital part of the gauge cluster. Center console cubby space, electronic parking brake, pull up to engage to the brake, press down to disengage. There's a look at the back seat from up here. Your lights there, OnStar, vanity mirror. And then back up front here to the steering wheel, left side stalk, blinkers, and then you actually use that to go through the gauge cluster as well, so I'll come back to that. And then your intermittent wipers, one time off, intermittent low, high. You can adjust that intermittent frequency here, and then rear wiper is there. Push back for the rear fluid, pull up for the front fluid. Now as for your actual steering wheel controls here, cruise, just turn that on or off there. Cancel, set your speed. Gap adjust for the forward collision alert. And then on this side you have mute, voice recognition, and this goes through your volume, up, down, and then you can go through your radio station favorites, track list by doing that. Now, to the gauge cluster. Hit the select button, and that goes between your two sub menus. So in the trip menu, you can see the trip meter, fuel range, instantaneous fuel economy, all of that there. And then in the vehicle setting, you can see the oil life, air filter life, your tire pressure monitors, following distance. And then this is where you can actually turn your stability control or traction control on or off. So that's how you fool with that. And then if you scroll down some more, change your units of measurement from US to metric there. And then your keys in the ignition, unlock, lock, remote start, panic button. But next, let's go ahead and take this 2026 Chevy Trax 1LS out on the road for a test drive. So starting the test drive in this Trax here, this Turbo 3 pulls pretty well. It takes some getting used to, let me put it that way, with this 6-speed auto. I like having the traditional transmission here as opposed to a CVT, so I will say that, but it just, again, it takes some getting used to. It drives differently, but that's also how you're able to get 30 plus miles per gallon with this thing. Now there's actually quite a bit of room here from the driver's seat, which is great, especially because you saw the room I had in the back. It's kind of hard to get that perfect driving position because these seats are manual, but I mean, not bad, I think, for what you get. I won't be able to stop, but I'm gonna slow it down a little bit. Here we go. So I mean, got up to speed relatively nicely. I feel like the turbo lag is just a bit much in this car particularly. I don't know why, but it's just something I noticed. But a huge thank you to Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro for allowing me to review this Trax today. I'll leave a link below in the description. If you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click that second link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on this or whatever new vehicle you might be interested in. Road noise not bad, wind noise not really noticeable right now, which is crazy because of how windy it is outside. I mean, relatively relaxing, again, for this to be a base model of a manual driver's seat, manual climate controls. So again, for the money, I think it's a pretty nice setup. Now for the money, I think you get a solid vehicle. You have a 1.2 liter turbo 3, and say what you will about those, but I mean, less cylinders, less to go wrong. It's not like you have the fuel deactivation like you do in some of these V8 Tahoes or whatever. You get a traditional 6-speed automatic, you have wireless CarPlay, Android Auto, and it's just really good basic transportation. I mean, there are some 4-door cars that cost more money than these do. Base models, you know? So I think you get, again, a solid vehicle. It's not as traditional as you would expect, but it's just, especially with this convenience package, you get a lot of those comforts that you'd expect from a 30 grand vehicle. So remote start, heated mirrors, heated seats, aluminum wheels as opposed to having steel wheels. And it's not like you're missing cruise control. There's really nothing else that I would expect from a base model car like this for this money. And I mean, just having the flex fuel capability, having the fuel economy that you get regardless, it's just a really good commuter car, a very good budget vehicle if you want something that feels more like an SUV than, let's say, a Nissan Sentra or something like that. And I really think a looker. Now, if you go up to the higher trim levels, you get even better looking vehicles, but for this to be a base trim, really good looking small SUV here. And in terms of the driving, it drives normally. There's not a huge learning curve. It feels like, I shouldn't say it feels like a Sentra. The Sentras feel a bit quicker with the 2-liter naturally aspirated 4 cylinders in them, as opposed to this turbo 3. You're pushing more weight, but more fun to drive, I think, because you don't have a CVT. You have a traditional 6-speed automatic and a turbocharged engine. So regardless, I just think it's more fun to drive. But still a really good budget vehicle overall in the market right now, and I think that's why these sell so well. If you can afford them and your credit's right, you know, you can't go wrong with one of these. Especially if you're trying to, again, be on a budget and have a new looking vehicle inside and out. So all that being said, this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2026 Chevy Trax. This one is a 1LS.